talk about the budget highlights or the bill highlights you want to do for your own district. Let's talk about that. What were your budget highlights that you got done for Plymouth?
So we do, in the budget, we're able to do what's called earmarks.
Yeah. Want to define earmarks, because a lot of people don't know what are they.
So an earmark is something, so once the budget is formulated, and there are things that you want to put in the budget that there's no funding for, but your community needs. We're allowed then just to add these earmarks. Is what they're called.
Is there a specific dollar amount you get, or do you just?
There is not. On the Senate side, they do.
And
I'm sure Senator Moran will talk about that. On the Senate side, I believe they get $1 million and they figure it out. On the House side, we do not get a dollar amount.
So you just
we have an idea after being there a while. You have an idea that you get somewhere about 50 to 100,000, give or take. So over the years, I've been able to figure that part out and try to get, whatever amounts we can. Like for PACTV, we were able to get 80,000 one year for a van.
That's right, for a production van.
So we go out to the community, we go to the town and the various communities that we're involved with in the community and say, hey, what do you need? What do you think you need that we can probably get? Now, a lot of times we'll put them in and we won't get them. We tell people that, look, we'll put it in. We're not sure if we'll get it, but we may.
Never guaranteed.
No. I know we were able to get $10,000 for the senior center for Cal for their front desk, reception desk.
Which is really nice.
Revitalize that. The taking people places, which I'm really fond of this group, because we really were part of the we were instrumental in getting that whole started, and that's helping people with transportation needs. Because GATRA is a certain time frame, but people need to go doctor's appointments at different times or things on the weekends, or people have to work later. They were able to take people, so we were able to get them another $10,000 as well. And then the Pilgrim Hall Museum, which is one that we really were focusing on. Last session, we focused on the Spire Center, trying to get money for the Spire Center to help kickstart that. And that's what the state earmarks do. They help kickstart programs. So we were able for the Spire Center last session to get some earmarks to help them with redoing the whole outside. And then the town comes in and they're able to get other grants. So it's a collaboration with everyone involved. And so that's what we started with Pilgrim Hall Museum as well. Got them an earmark for their roof and other things. Of course, they need a lot more. They need like $3 million, $4 million. I know the town's now stepping up and they may be helping them as well. And they're getting other grants as well. So that I was really happy about that one. It was only $25,000. People see the state's invested in this. Maybe we should as well.
Now, let's talk about funding outside of the budget, which is the whole grants. What you get a lot of grants. For how does that work? And how do you decide which grants and who's doing it? And, I mean, grants are tough.
Grants are very hard because there are thousands.
They're a lot of work.
There are thousands of grants throughout the state. And people say, hey, can you help us out with trying to find a grant for blah, blah, blah. Well, it's not as easy as doing that. However, I think the state has done a really good job of when grant opportunities open up to letting us know as legislators and getting it out to the public. So as once we find out about grant openings, we'll send it to whether it's the schools, the town, the tourism community, anywhere that we think, hey, there's a grants. Usually, though, what we find is most organizations are pretty attuned that they get grants all the time. They're attuned to it, and they usually know ahead before us sometime when the grants are coming. And then what we do as legislators is once we know that grants are filed by a certain organization or the town or the schools or whatever, we say, let us know when you file it. We'll do a letter of support for it as well. So as a legislator, we'll do a letter of support. Sometimes we'll follow up on it just to see where they stand. And that's how we're able to get funding and the grants for the community.
Now, if you didn't do that, what is the do you know the ratio of what people would get or would not have gotten if you hadn't done it?
It's hard to tell, but it's because if you don't, because there's so many grants, people may miss them. So even though we may think, well, the schools know about this grant, or the town knows about this grant, we'll send it anyways, just to be on the safe side. And sometimes they say, oh, I didn't know about this. Oh, I didn't know about that. Or organizations like, like PACTV or other nonprofits out like Pilgrim Hall Museums, hey, let you know about this. Oh, I didn't know about that. So I think it's a good catch mechanism for grants. They're there to give to people, to give to organizations. So let's make sure we're getting everything we can.